Hello, listeners. This is the NPG Podcast.
Boy. And it goes on like this.
Welcome to the NPG Podcast, everybody, number 35. I'm one of your voices,
Wow.
voices too, I guess, technically. One of your hosts, Brian Dahl, with me is the voice of the North,
Word.
Stephen Fortune. Oh my God.
That's
Is
a
Matt
fresh
back?
start.
Matt back.
Oh.
And this is Matt the Action Jackson.
Yo.
Go. It's exciting.
I need to share this. Hang on. I gotta.
That's what I'm trying to do, too.
Oh, we're talking about this in general.
Yeah.
Well, while you're doing that, basically what the Non-Playable Geeks podcast is, well, it's a podcast, but you're listening to it live right now. If you don't catch us live, not a big deal. You can go to SoundCloud and iTunes the following week as we break down each episode, topic by topic, with the fourth topic being whatever, and the fifth episode being the full episode in general. But if you want it now, listen to it live. Also, if you're not listening to this live, at this point, we have had already pressed the publish button on patreon.com, so please support the Non-Playable Geeks podcast, because we do stuff. You can only get a particular one of our podcasts if you are a patron on Patreon. We also do other things too. We're like jesters. You tell us to do something, and we'd be like, okay, but for a price.
I like to slap myself there anyway. You don't have to tell me.
Oh shit.
Oh, snap. So, anything big occur this week before we get into topics?
Big.
Wait a minute. Wait.
EA Sports. Big.
Every time.
Nice.
I'm so glad you reminded me. I almost forgot.
I'm here for you.
Thanks.
Well, I guess I'll go first. Playing Forza Horizon 3 on the Xbox One.
Yeah,
Yay.
you is.
Yay! I'll be doing a review on that. I'm not sure when it'll be up, but I need to get more into it. Played a little PlayStation Vita game called, oh shit, what was it called? I just forgot. Oh my God, I'm on crack.
Hopefully you're not don't have to review this thing. They could get very.
No, I don't.
insulted.
I don't have to review. It's just one of those things that,
Shit, I can't remember anything about your game. It was that forgettable. Shit.
yeah, no joke. I don't even know. Oh, Zero Dilemma. That's the name of it. Sorry, it just hit me all of a sudden. Zero Dilemma on the PlayStation Vita. Platinum it, and I'm done.
Well,
It's one of those games where it's kind of like Saw, where there's three sets of people. 9 people total. And you have to get out of these traps and all that, all these rooms, blah, blah, blah. But what are you doing?
Doing the Saw theme.
Oh, okay.
I'm providing you musical accompaniment.
I haven't
last time.
I haven't seen Saw in such a long time. Anyway.
Seesaw.
Seesaw.
Whee! But it's broken up into time fragments. And one decision you make is split off, and then you have to go back and make the other decision and see how that happens. So it's just one of those games. Either you're into it or you're not. It's more of a visual novel than it is anything else, really. It was alright. I haven't seen any movies, so. What about you?
Matt?
Playing a lot of Fallout still. I'm finally kind of hunkering down and deciding to maybe decide which way I'm going to go in the game.
Where have you not gone in the game at this point?
I meant story-wise.
Oh.
I don't think I've even completed Skyrim. Story-wise. I've played that game a lot. So I'm bad with commitment. I'm really bad with
Is your girlfriend right there?
Yeah, thankfully she's got a headset on.
Oh, okay.
But she knows I'm bad about commitment. There's no
Better be
hiding.
listening to this.
She won't.
Hey, I love you like my games, just with no commitment.
With an M rating.
Yeah.
So, but there's that. Getting a little bit more hyped about Resident Evil. That trailer made me all psyched, and
Oh, you mean the one that looks like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
that's exactly why I like it, because that was one of my favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. The one with the family.
Mm-hmm.
That was just, I don't know how that would work in a video game sense. I mean, I picture it probably being a bunch of jump scares, but I'm not even looking at this as a Resident Evil game. I'm looking at it as like a Texas Chainsaw game.
Well, apparently going by the screens, it looks like they're back in the mansion at one point.
I saw that, and I'm wondering what the hell that's about.
So it's going to be interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
Sounds like something I need to check out.
And other than that, thanks to an anonymous source, I applied for my first voice acting job.
Thanks a lot, Steven. Like, we don't have enough, to contend with. You had to bring him in on it, too. God!
Okay, you know what? This is my thing now. This is me. This
Are you
is what I do
charging
now.
him? Are you charging him a finder's fee?
Of course I
He
am. I
is.
told him that first and foremost.
Okay.
He is,
Yeah.
but see, what I'm going to do is he's going to tell me the fee, and then I'm going to dock it in Canadian, so that I'll save at least like a couple bucks.
Yeah, exactly. He's playing the game.
Gotcha.
Are you in contact with the guy yet, Matt? Or did he reply?
No, he sent me a letter and said, "Fuck off."
Well, that's promising.
I mean, I look forward to hearing from him soon after that. And I replied,
Well, good luck with that, because he barely talks to me.
I don't know if it's the same guy.
Probably not.
I think Steve is being somewhat selective on to what our talents are.
No,
'Cause this-
no. Matt is not working for the same client as you are, Brian.
Okay.
No, he actually
This
just
is
found me some guy on Craigslist and was just like, "Hey, I don't want to do this. Throw it to Matt."
Pretty well.
You're
pretty
taking
much it.
sloppy seconds?
That's what it is.
Pretty much, yeah.
But
Nice.
any port in a storm, so.
Yeah, alright.
You know, I saw that and I'm like, hey, well, I could do a raspy voice, but I'm like, wait a minute, who the fuck do I know who has a naturally raspy voice? Fucking
The guy
Matt
who smoked
Jackson.
cigarettes for 16 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
This guy right here.
Sounds good.
This sexy mofo right over there.
Grazie. So,
Sorry, I
Steven,
was all captured with the cigarettes.
So-
Go ahead.
that's a lot of cigarettes, man.
I know.
I kept
So-
begging Brian all the time for breaks. Brian, can I go on break? You just went. I don't care. I want to go again. Just want another cigarette.
In your defense, though, where we work, though, you kind of need one every 5 minutes.
Yeah, you were starting to beg me for cigarettes.
It's like, Jesus, do you have any now?
Did we just get robbed again?
Yeah. Fuck, that happened. All right, need another cigarette.
I think
That-
there's a
I
story
don't-
there somewhere.
Oh,
lots of
there
stories
is
there.
quite the story on that one. Yeah.
I think we should spend an episode with you guys telling me stories about GameStop.
Oh.
Well, I think that could be an after dark
That could be.
when we start doing that in November.
That could be.
So we'll
Got
save
it in November in this northern climate. It's, after dark at like 2
I know.
Yes.
I know. It's like 5 or
Oh my
6.
God.
It's like, damn, is it time to go to bed?
Yeah, you steadily get to see the days getting
Mhm.
shorter. I remember fucking like just a month ago, I would be going to the public pools with the wife and kid, and the pools would close at 8, and then the sun would still be in the sky. It's like, yeah, all right, this is all right. Fucking, like, I went to the corner store the other day at fucking 8 o'clock. I'm like, it's fucking pitch black out. What is this shit? I swear a lot.
Yeah, you do.
That's why I actually put mature rating on my share of this.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Oh, shoot.
Your
That's
mom's
right, I
on.
expressed myself. No, I hope my kid doesn't watch this. Holy crap. Rain, I'm really sorry. Fuck.
Ray, I'm sorry. Fuck. Nice.
So, what I've been up to this week is not a whole lot.
Okay, moving on. No, go ahead.
There you go. I beat the first Jurassic Park movie and Jurassic World in Lego Jurassic World right now.
Okay.
I mean, she's only here on weekends, but Rain and I are working our way through The Lost World, trying to get all the dinosaurs. And I got it for a third week from the library, which means I can probably finish it and be thankful I didn't actually pay for it.
Yeah.
I had to return No Man's Sky. My wife and I had this wonderful plan where we were going to kind of just alternately take it out one after the other, so we can just kind of keep on having it forever.
Oh.
So you won't play it and have to return it again?
Exactly. So last time I took it out, I played it twice, and then I was sad because I had to return it. And I'm like, wait a minute, Grace, you have the next in line. So she's like, but wait a minute, if I cancel my thing, then that means we don't have to go and return it, and you can just stay home and you can renew it. I'm like, okay. So she cancels her reservation on it. And then somebody else was already in
Somebody
line
else.
after her. So they got bumped up and I had to fucking return it.
That was a
So
bad
I've
move.
lost it again for at least another 3 weeks.
Speaking of No Man's Sky, you see how the UK is investigating false claims.
Yeah.
False,
on
advertisement. What is that going to
Yeah.
entail?
I don't know. I didn't
Is
read
that
the
gonna be
article. I
like-
just saw the headline.
It's just going to be nana boo boo.
Yeah, it's like, oh well, sorry about that.
And I'm going to ask these guys, have you ever been to an E3? You want to talk about false advertisement?
Yeah.
Take a look at a Steam
Exactly.
Greenlight page.
Yeah, exactly. This game will actually make gold come out of your computer. Straight gold.
It will.
And I started playing the game that I'm going to be reviewing. The title of it eludes me. Yes. I'm going full Brian on this one. It is... Oh, shit. What is it? Son of a... There you go. This is Mega Dimension?
I think Mega Dimension.
Mega Dimension Neptunia versus Sega Hard Girls, which is not what you think it is.
Oh, it should be though.
It's-
I just downloaded Criminal Girls 2. I never played the first one, but apparently it's naughty
Oh, my.
in some respects. So I will.
Be enjoying
Play
that
that.
later at night.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm gonna play play
Foreplay.
Forza and get the footage so I can do the review. But
Does it
All right.
offer one-handed play? Like, choose your hand.
Like all those Xbox personal massage download things.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that was weird.
That's what it is.
That was a dark time.
It was a good time. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to start first this time because I don't usually do that. So I have a little game. I want to play a game.
Hello, NPG Podcast.
Yes, I have in front of me movie grosses, domestic.
Ew.
But-
Ooh, this is
but-
fun.
But there's something different about it. No, if we think just like as far as terms of money nowadays, how much something grosses, then we could probably figure out like the top 5 or a lot of the top 10 ones. This is domestic grosses let me take that back. Domestic grosses adjusted for ticket price inflation.
Ooh. So,
So in other words,
these are old ones too?
yes. And I have a top list here. I'm not going to obviously do all 200 that the list does, but I thought at least the top 10. And don't cheat. If anybody can figure out what the number 1 movie of all time is, if you adjust it for inflation.
I'm going to say... Oh,
It's
can I go
Titanic.
first? Damn it, that's what I was going to say. Titanic.
No, that got beaten, actually.
What?
That was beaten recently.
Avatar.
It's Jurassic World. I know that.
Well, talk about, okay, domestic grosses, not worldwide.
Oh, domestic. Jurassic World.
Yes.
Okay. continue.
Matt, are you going with Titanic?
I'm going with Howard Stern, Private Parts.
Private Parts?
That was an awfully great movie.
No, I'm going to go with Avatar because I think I remember hearing something about Avatar beating Titanic for some loophole. Like the Titanic's still, I don't know, fucking know. I'm going with Avatar. I've never seen the damn film.
Okay, you never seen Avatar?
No, I still haven't to this day.
Well, don't worry about it. It's not that big a
Yeah,
deal.
really.
Go on. Steven?
I know I'm wrong, but I'm guessing Jurassic World still.
Well, you're allowed to be wrong. He said domestic. You're up there in Canada. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, U.S. domestic, sorry. So I'm going to start at number 20. Now, I'm just going to say the amounts, and I want to hear from you if you've seen it, if you've seen it, if you've liked it, or do you think it's overrated?
Oh, so are we gonna do like the Mad TV, like hated it, 2 snaps in a circle?
You can if you want. Just don't be that gay about it.
This was fun.
That's all we need to offend someone out there in this day and age.
See,
Okay,
I do
number
it so well, they'll think I'm part of them.
Okay. This is number 20. Released in 1973. Made $156 million domestically. If you adjust that, it comes to $772 million.
Star Wars.
That's The Godfather.
The Sting.
The Sting?
The Sting.
What the fuck?
You ever seen The Sting?
No. I've heard of Sting.
No, not Gordon.
Gordy.
Not the guy from The Police. Rock Roxanne. Okay.
Hmm.
So obviously you haven't seen it, Matt.
Never saw Sting.
Saw it a long time ago. I don't want to say it was overrated because I don't remember that much of it, to be honest. Number 19 came out in 94, made almost $423 million if you adjust that. Yes.
What? Yes!
That's exactly right. And I think
What
we've
was
all
it?
seen The Lion King. Not to mention
Lion
the
King,
news
yeah.
not to mention the news that it's going to be live action now, by Jon Favreau. Number 18 came out in 1999.
Yeah,
Made-
give a break after you say the year, because I'm always going to be...
Okay. Came out in 1999.
I have a guess.
It made $475 million. And I'm rounding up, by the way, when I do this, or rounding. Adjusted for inflation, it's $782 million.
Steven, do you have a guess? Damn it! Yes, Matrix.
Did both of you Matrix?
Yeah.
Star Wars Episode 1.
Fuck.
The Phantom Menace. I think we've all seen it, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we were all disappointed by it, too.
Overrated. Definitely overrated.
No, it's
in
not
terms of
overrated.
this.
Who likes it?
I liked it better than the second one.
Well, yeah, that's fine. I mean,
Okay.
it became a political CNN match on second and third. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
it did.
but the first one isn't overhyped because nobody really likes it. You'd have to have like fans out there going, yeah, "It's the great film ever." No, nobody's like that. People threw away their Pepsi cans.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, this isn't gonna be worse shit.
You know what the worst part about it is? I saw it in the theater 3 times trying to convince myself it was better than I realized.
Dude, that was the
Kinda
last.
the Pepsi
That was the
can
last
thing.
movie I saw with my dad when he was alive, and I still can't think of that movie as good.
Okay. Moving on, number 17, came out in 1993, made $402 million domestically. Round that up, it's $796 million.
Okay, there was only one good movie in 1993. That was Jurassic Park.
And that is correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say
I
Waterworld.
fucking love that movie. That is like one of the best ever.
Okay,
Like,
I think we can all agree
SFX
that
still hold up today. My kid was
They do.
was
They
fucking
do.
drawn right into it. It was great.
Okay. 16. Came out in 1983. Made $309 million at the time. Adjust that for inflation, it comes to $814.5 million.
What year?
1983.
Ghostbusters.
No.
1983. My birth.
Who's paying for that?
The entire
Canada.
world is fucking paying for it. That's who.
The maple syrup industry?
Yep. That's it. Fuck, what came out in 83? Shit. E.T.?
Ghost.
No.
Fuck.
I mean, it probably did, but that's
I
not
think
what.
Ghost was 89.
Hey, what?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey, what's ET short for? Because he has tiny legs. Topical.
Give up?
I got no. Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Return of the Jedi.
Oh, shit.
Oh, of course. That was 80 fucking earlys. Yeah.
Okay. Number 15 came out in 2009. Made $760.5 million in the domestic box office. Rounded up now on inflation, $842 million.
Is that Avatar?
It is Avatar, number 15.
Look at that, eh?
Here we go. Here's an oldie.
Not number one.
1959. It made $74 million.
Gone with
Round
the
that
Wind.
up.
Casablanca.
Calm down. 74 million. Now it's made, with inflation, it's $849 million.
I'm sticking with mine.
We're obviously not right because he didn't.
Oh, yeah. The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock.
Nope.
Fuck. Shit.
Schindler's List. No, wait.
1959. I know it's black and white, man.
Try to be a little cultured there, boyo.
Yeah, really. See, Spielberg was like, I don't know, a toddler.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
3, 2, 1. Nothing?
Nothing.
Ben-Hur.
Ah! Really?
Never seen it.
Never.
Where's color? I saw it. It was good.
Okay.
Saw when I was in Boy Scouts.
Yeah, the king of kings, Mr. Burns.
All right, next. Number 13, 1980. Made $286 million. In the box office, adjust that, it's $850 million. What movie is it?
What year?
1980.
1980.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't know.
Shit, is it Jedi?
We already did Jedi.
Oh, fuck. Then, shit, Empire.
Yes,
Ah.
that's exactly right.
Oh, what was it? What was it
Only
actually
decent
called?
thing.
Blue
The Empire
Lagoon?
Strikes Back.
Blue Lagoon?
The blue.
Blue Lagoon.
Okay. 1961. This is number 12. 1961 made about 145 million. That would be 865 adjusted for inflation. And I'll give you a hint. It was a Disney movie.
Wizard of Oz.
Casablanca.
Oh.
Neither of those were Disney movies, were they?
Tron.
1961.
Close
Lord of the
enough.
Rings.
I got half.
All right.
No clue.
101 Dalmatians.
Ah, fuck.
That
Really?
old?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Saw it. I was like, I'm still kind of whatever about it, just like when I was a kid, so.
Not my favorite Disney dog film.
Okay. All right. 2015. Gross $936.6 million. Adjust that for inflation. It's not that much more. Actually, it's less. So the US dollar, the worth of the US dollar went down in 2015 apparently, or now.
No cost of living raise for anybody.
It definitely
what movie?
did, because I remember I went shopping a lot in the U.S. in 2015. My money was a lot more out there.
Well, Steven, guess what? Come on back.
Mhm.
It was 2015. What movie?
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
No.
Fuck. There was not a whole lot good out that year. I only saw 3 movies. That was one of them.
Titanic 2, Return of Jack.
You let me sink, Rose, you bitch.
Titanic to the Future.
Oh. Where
Holy
Jack's his
shit,
own
that could be a
father.
thing. Oh my god. The fucking Titanic doesn't sink. It becomes a time travel ship.
Morty!
It's kind of like...
This is not good.
You've got
This
to
is
come out
dark
with
math.
Hey, wait a minute. Hang on a
We
second.
give up.
Matt, wait, I need to interject for a moment. Matt, have you seen that little thing, the Real Adventures of Doc and Marty?
Yes,
the,
yes, I
thing that
have.
Rick and Morty came from? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's all I'll do there. I'm not going to get into it here. But okay.
Morty,
as long as you've
Morty,
seen it.
come over here, Morty.
It's really important that you lick my balls, Marty.
Oh, I'm gonna actually say
I
it.
don't
but
think that's going to work, Doc.
I don't think so, Doc.
Oh, gee, I don't think so, Doc. It's working, Marty. It's working.
When can I stop, Doc?
Keep going, Marty.
I feel so dirty having this show on.
How many viewers do we have right now? I don't.
I have no idea. I don't pay attention.
I think
I
we're
thought
at
maybe
one.
we got
And I think it's you, Matt.
Oh, it is.
Oh, well. We get a lot
Anyway.
of hits still later on, so maybe not live, but more people will listen later on.
All right. I'm calling this Star Wars The Force Awakens.
That's right. That was out. I haven't seen that yet.
Came out in December.
I saw it. It was okay.
Was it worth a 20-year wait?
I don't think it's overhyped because I don't think people are really hyped about it.
Yeah, right.
Star Wars?
No, I don't think people are. I think people went and saw it and were like, "Yay, that was a lot like the last one."
No, that was a very hyped up movie.
No, okay. You're talking about pre-movie come out. I'm talking about hyped as in current, like what people.
Oh, I see. I think it's fine. I don't.
Yeah, no, it was a super hyped film, but you expect that. But the way people left it, it's just me.
All right. Number 10. Winding down. 1937 made $185 million at the time.
Casablanca.
Adjust that is 943.
Independence Day.
Gone with
No.
the wind. Gone with the wind.
No.
Frankly, Brian, I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn that you don't give a damn.
It's not Wizard of Oz because that thing.
That was in the 60s, so the color was just coming in.
50s.
50s, there you go. The Zapruder footage was like from 1960, wasn't it? That was just when color was coming in.
5, 4.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
go ahead and get it.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
I'm not even
Is
thinking
that
about
old?
these old Disney movies.
Number 9. It is a horror movie. I'm going to say that to help you guys out. 1973 Made $233 million. Adjusted that, it comes to $958 million today.
What year?
1973.
73.
The Shining.
Yeah.
No!
Oh,
Shoot.
Shining was actually a
I
bomb.
think that was in the 80s. Really?
Well, that's where I'll be moving. to,
1973. Oh shit! I can figure this out. 1973. That was in the prime time of the horror film.
I'm a horror movie
It was
buff.
not
Get
Friday
that
the
Google
13th.
going there.
No, it's my head Google.
Oh, head Google, okay.
Shit. I'm gonna say no. Maybe probably Friday the 13th, the first one.
No.
Shoot.
I'm gonna give one last guess. Is it a Stephen King film?
No.
Is it John Carpenter's It?
It? You mean The Thing?
The Thing. I mean, yes. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. That tank too.
I'm bad at this.
Oh, son of a bitch! God, motherfucker! No way. No, that's not it. Never mind. Sorry.
All right,
I was
3.
gonna say it was Night of the Living Dead, but that
No.
came out earlier than that.
Yeah. The Exorcist.
Oh, yeah, because all the parents from then on out were talking about, oh, I couldn't sleep. I don't know how you guys watch horror movies.
I barfed in the alleyway afterwards.
Yeah.
All right, number 8, 1965. Now we're getting to the big bucks here for inflation. It made $112 million roughly, which equates to $1.075 billion.
Shut your mouth. No movie make that much.
$100 billion.
$1 billion.
And this is domestic. Keep in mind, that's impressive
Well,
for inflation.
Not for back then. I mean, did they?
No.
Films anywhere? Sorry, what year?
Well, actually, it was a big deal back then. But
Well, no, I'm talking about it. The U.S. was pretty much all it was. I think.
yeah, for
What year was it? 1960?
65.
Can you give us a hint?
Drama.
Actor.
Don't know one.
Then it's something obscure.
12 Angry Men.
No,
Clockwork Door. No.
that wasn't a Clockwork
That was
Orange.
British.
Give me the old in out.
Why are my eyes?
In my 2 droogs on MPG.
You what, mate?
I wish I had a couple bottles right now. I just click them around.
All right,
No idea.
for the sake of time, Dr. Zhivago.
Hmm.
1975, number 7. 1975 made $260 million. It would be $1.1 billion today. Famous theme song. Or original theme song. Score. Whatever.
Jaws? No.
Yes,
Oh,
it was Jaws.
Good job, Steven.
Yeah.
Yep. Number 6. 1956 only made $65.5 million. But for inflation, it would be $1.13 billion today.
Man, time periods back then sucked.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but you're only paying a nickel for a Coke.
Yeah,
nickel
and
for Coke.
a side of smallpox.
La Coquina.
La coquina.
I love Narcos. I'm sorry.
I got no idea. I mean, with Dr. Zhivago being one of the top 10, I kind of gave up.
Bordering obscurity.
This isn't an obscure film, I'll tell you that.
1950.
6.
I don't know. Steven?
Nothing.
10 Commandments.
Ah.
Fuck that shit.
1996.
You got no time for this.
1990. This is number 5. 1997. These are getting into ones that you guys would
The
actually know.
Matrix.
No, Matrix is nowhere in this list. I'm just going to put that out there right now.
Why not?
It's a horrible list.
1997. It made $659 million, which equates to $1.17 billion today.
That sounds a lot like The Matrix.
Austin Powers.
Yeah, if only.
Jurassic Park 3.
No, oh, God, no. Jurassic Park 3 is in nobody's list right now, I'll tell you that.
My kid wouldn't even watch it. She's like, I don't even want to bother. Just let's skip to Jurassic World. I'm like, okay. Alan. Hey, Alan.
Alan.
With this raptor shit. Oh my god.
I got 1997.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Independence Day.
No!
Shit.
Ooh, that was a good one.
That was good though.
I would say
Strange Days.
Strange Days.
Yeah.
No.
No? Come on.
Not even.
Come on. Juliette Lewis tits. Come on. Come on.
yeah. Come on, just keep saying that. Encino Man.
Yeah.
Encino Man. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Electric Boogaloo. Come on.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I will say
Street
the Disney
Fighter.
film.
It's not a Disney film.
Street Fighter.
I'm
Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm American.
He ain't helping.
All right. 5 seconds.
Okay, just do it.
Just do it.
Titanic.
Ah!
We're idiots, Steven. We're
We made
idiots.
fun of it for so long, we forgot it was actually a thing.
We're idiots.
Okay. 1982. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. That song goes good with this podcast.
It does. Okay, 1982 made 435 million. Adjust that as 1.2 billion today. Made in 1982.
The other Star Wars film.
Yeah.
No.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
Star Wars Christmas special.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Fuck. 1982. Close Encounters.
No,
Shit.
but it was a close encounter.
E.T.
E.T.
Yes.
There you go.
Elliot. Did you guys ever go ride the ride at Universal?
No, because it looked terrible.
I was
Oh,
too
man, you
terrified
go-
by him.
You go up there and they have you say your name so that he'll be like, "Thank you for riding with us, Matt." But everybody said horrible things and people were cutting in line. So I remember going through it and I got, "Thank you for riding or saving me, Taco." Taco? Son of a bitch, I didn't say taco.
Thank you for saving me, fuckface.
Yeah. God, E.T., you're rude. Number 3, 1965 made 159 million. Adjust that's 1.23 billion today. It's a musical.
Please.
Sound of Music.
Yes.
Which one?
Which one?
Sound of Music.
There you go. I stole your answer, Matt. You answered, you tried that one like an hour ago.
Okay, there's 2 left. 1977 made 461 million. Adjust that, it would be 1.5 billion today. 1977.
Shaft.
All the other freaking films have been on the list.
Matrix Revolutions.
Yes. Matrix Revolutions. That's was number 2 of the all-time with adjusted for inflation.
From 1997.
Wait,
And all the
97?
other
No,
5 were on the list.
70s.
77. What kind of film?
Science fiction.
You said that all the other ones were on there,
Rocky
so I'm
Horror
gonna guess
Picture
it.
Show.
I'm guessing it's part of a series, and we haven't mentioned Return of the Jedi yet, did we?
Yes, we have, for like the third
Empire.
fucking time.
Empire.
No,
New
we
Hope.
did that one too. No. Oh yeah, New Hope.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Star
That
Wars.
was the one I was talking about earlier. Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, that thing.
No, Alien. Alien was 80s.
No, Star Wars was
It was
right.
New Hope.
Oh.
No. Now, this one, 1939,
Shit.
made 199 million roughly.
Casablanca.
Back then, would equate to 1.7 billion dollars today.
Steven, are you going to go with your old movie trope and I'm going to go with my old movie trope?
Canadian Bacon.
No. The one you've been saying, and I'm going to go with the one I've been saying.
Ah, shit. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm going to say Gone with the Wind,
It has been guessed already.
and you keep saying Casablanca.
Oh, so which one is it?
Oh, shit. No, shit. I'm not gonna say Casablanca. There's
Gone with the
another
Wind.
one that I can... Gone with the Wind was in color.
Yeah, later on.
Later on. Oh, shit. That's
I'm
right.
kidding. I don't know.
No, it was. It was originally. Fuck. Fuck. Shit. Wizard of Oz.
No.
No,
Yeah.
that movie bombed.
You're going with yours, Matt?
Yep.
Gone with the Wind is right.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, dun, dun, dun. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. That was fun.
I'm glad I was right for one. It was the number one.
Number one. All right.
And funny
Move on.
enough, I refuse to cheat because I know that that would bite us all in the ass when it comes to Steven's topic.
Uh-huh. Now.
Yep.
Who's going to go next?
I want to go next because I'm still sober.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes. And when I start to, fully get inebriated, I think I really want to go on to Steven's topic, which would be a blast.
Okay.
4 hours later.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm worried about. So, my topic is... Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Hat.
Annoying shit rats.
I just wish I could talk so I could tell you shut the fuck up. No, so my topic is the silent protagonist and how important I feel it is to this world, or not to this world, but to my world, to have a silent protagonist. Are you guys for or against silent protagonists?
We're talking about the video game then.
Oh yeah, we're talking about video games because in movies it really isn't useful. I know we got that one movie coming out that fully POV movie.
That's out already.
Talking about Hardcore Henry?
Yeah, that one. Is that going to be
That's
silent
out, yeah.
protagonist? I don't know.
I don't think he
out.
talks at all. I did see it. It's on Showbox. It's out.
But yeah, that's. I mean, other than movies, I can't really see another time where a silent protagonist would be useful unless you're reading.
Yeah, really. Interactive media is kind of required.
So yeah, well, are you guys for or against it? Do you prefer characters that speak or not?
If it aids in the story, yes.
Okay.
Like BioShock, for example.
The character didn't speak in BioShock, but let's continue.
Oh, the protagonist. No, wait a minute.
Yeah, protagonist, not the antagonist.
The antagonist is the bad
The
guy.
antagonist is a bad guy.
The protagonist is the good guy, the guy you're playing as.
That's right, Mr. Writer. Jesus Christ, for so many years
But I just said BioShock. He doesn't talk in the original BioShock.
Right, he doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were
did.
saying that they it aids in the story for them to talk like when they do in BioShock.
No.
He does speak in the very beginning before his plane crashes. But through the rest of the goddamn game, he doesn't say a word. So
Right, when you start making choices, and I think the idea beyond the silent protag is to help you feel more connected with the character, right?
right, and I completely agree with that. Steven, are you for it or against it?
I
mean, not for or against, but do you prefer games that have silent protagonists? I know you probably prefer silent protagonists because you're a Chrono Trigger fan.
Well, yes, that was my first. No, actually, not my first. Sorry, Legend of Zelda would have been my first. Actually, yeah, fucking everything would have been my first. But yeah, Chrono Trigger, of course, silent protag. Chrono, our good friend. However, being a voice acting whore, I love hearing characters talk, main characters.
I still think there's a great deal of use for those people.
Yeah, Final Fantasy X.
Are we at the point now, like, for example, I mean, Legend of Zelda, will Link ever have a voice?
I hope
You know what?
not.
Okay, you know what? Even as a silent protagonist, he still has expressions. So if it is an argument of putting yourself in the character's shoes, he still gives you his for you.
You're right.
He still makes those noises.
He does, but I mean, you could almost argue with that same philosophy that the main character from Witcher 3 is in a way silent protagonist because he uses no facial expressions. He speaks and it's very blunt and to the point, but he doesn't really have any facial expressions. And with that, it puts you more in control of the character. If somebody came up to you and said, "Help me save my family," you as the character have no moral obligation to go save them or not. It doesn't really matter to you. But if you were Link and he was like, like he was shocked, oh my god, how such a horrible thing could happen, you feel almost obligated to go save the family.
Well, the thing with that is that like Legend of Zelda is a kind of linear in that way. Like
You're
it's
right,
not
yeah,
it's not like
right.
Witcher or Fallout where you can decide, yeah, fuck you, I ain't helping you fast. Fallout 3 though was a prime example. You're supposed to become this vault dweller. And you can design them after yourself, and they never say a word that you don't tell them to.
Exactly, and that's the thing that brought me to this topic to begin with. Playing Fallout 4. Oh, sorry.
I was kind of disappointed, actually, to find out, as much as I love spoken protagonists, I was kind of disappointed to find out that they actually had like voice acting and main talking for Fallout 4 anyways. Just 'cause it was kind of so weird.
So I love it when other characters interact with you,
Well, yeah.
but I like it when you have more control in that. And if you look at Fallout 4, one of the biggest problems with it is the fact that you are kind of forced down a good path.
That's the thing. Like,
Whereas
sure,
another,
you can pick a snotty response and like, haha, silly you. But yeah, here you go. Here's the money you wanted.
right.
Well, see, going by what I'm listening, what you guys are talking about, sound protagonist for me is fine in the Elder Scrolls Fallout situation.
Okay.
Overall, because, like you said, with those games you can be good or bad or neutral, whatever the case may be. The thing with like Half-Life is I'm not 100% sure if it would have been a worse or better game if Gordon Freeman talked, because it's linear.
I would argue that point 100-fold.
well.
No, I'll argue that completely. Imagine, if you will, and don't say a word on it. I just want you to picture it. I want our listeners to picture it too. Imagine you were at a barbecue and Gordon Freeman came in and you're like, hey, oh, you're Gordon Freeman. I've heard a lot about you. And you struck up a conversation with Gordon Freeman. Just in your head right now, how do you picture him? Just sounding. And I think most people, maybe this is just my own introspective being projected out there, but I think most people would find Gordon Freeman to be somebody they can get along with because they put themselves in that shoe. And they projected themselves into Gordon Freeman so much that it is themselves. Gordon Freeman is a perfect blank slate. A wonderful word is tabula rasa. You guys have sure have heard that at some point in time. It's blank slate, and that's what these silent protagonists are. And that's what Gordon Freeman is he's a tabula rasa. He's a blank slate that you fill. The people around you interact, but another thing about tabula rasa is that you are not only a blank slate, but it's nature versus, or it's your surroundings that affect you as a person and make you who you are. So, and that's a perfect example of these kind of games where silent protagonists are your avatar, as it were. Because it's what you do and how you interact with the surroundings that make that character who it is. We all have evil playthroughs, or we love the idea of an evil playthrough. But when we do it, it's because a part of us has that little bit of evil inside of us and we're just, venting it in a video game form. And it's kind of good and refreshing to do that kind of thing because you're like, oh wow, this is what I would have been if I was bad. Good thing I'm not bad because the whole world is on fire. You guys can chime in, or are you?
I don't know. I mean, I see where you're coming from, and other people use that point too. And I'm not disagreeing with it, but in a case like that, I don't know. Like the thing with BioShock, even though first person shooter, you're still paving the way to a certain ending, depending on what you do. Same thing with Fallout, or I shouldn't say ending. Well, not necessarily the ending, but like everything else around you is just kind of shaping.
You're right.
Whereas like Half-Life, and once again, I'm not dissing on Half-Life. I want to make that perfectly clear. When Half-Life 3 comes out, I'm going to be on that, and you won't hear from me until it's done. But like with Gordon Freeman though, there's people are talking to you, yes, but you're not doing good or bad things. You're just doing what you're supposed to be doing. And once again, I'm not saying that's bad or good, but I guess in my mind, and I could be completely off. I mean, I'm not trying to argue the point, but I just don't know if it would have been that much better or worse of a game one way or the other.
All right. So this is, again, the reason why I'm bringing this up completely is because of my hours of Fallout 4. And I've been playing a lot of the gameplay where I'm not talking to anybody. I'm going around doing my own thing. And if that involves killing innocent people, it might happen sometimes because they get caught in the crossfire. And I'm okay with that because that's the kind of person I am in this game, and that's the kind of the character I project in this. But I've come across a couple times where I've had to interact with other people, and whenever my character speaks, on my behalf, I feel almost betrayed. Or I feel like I'm almost betraying the character. Because I'm not playing it to the character that he is. He's not saying the words I would say the way I would say it. He's saying it with more of a conscience, more of a soul. And that's just this game. I think that would be the case in a lot of games. To me, to have full immersion in a game, to really feel like I'm part of it, a silent character is pivotal. Because I want to interact with the world. I don't want to watch somebody else interact with the world, because that's no different than watching a movie. And one of the greatest examples I have for that is, Dead Space. I got so sucked into Dead Space playing that game that at one point my dog dropped a bone on the hardwood floor and I jumped straight out of my fucking seat. Nothing was going on in the screen, but I was so into my character. Whereas when I play a game that already has the characters fleshed out for me, then I'm not feeling like I'm in control. I'm feeling like I'm just controlling someone. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think it also too depends on what kind of story you're trying to tell. Like the difference between like BioShock and Infinite is that Infinite, you have someone that you're relying on with you. And if a silent protagonist wasn't talking to this other person the entire time, it would just be more awkward. So I think it just really depends on what you're
BioShock 2. You don't talk to the little sister at all. But they're relying
I'm not
on
saying that, but in BioShock Infinite, you do have a voice and you are talking to someone the entire time.
Right.
Right. And that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. BioShock 2 Infinite is a great game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel as heavily connected to that one as I do 1.
Right.
But then again, he isn't really speaking a shit ton, but he does speak quite a bit. And
right.
That also kind of brings me back to The Witcher. The things that he talks about in the game are, what's the right word for this? Non-partisan? They're not really filled with character depth, because that makes you fill those gaps for him.
Gotcha.
And he does have character depth when it comes to the female character, but throughout the rest of the game,
yeah, he does.
Yeah. But throughout the rest of the game, it's not so much. And you can get really attached to these kind of characters. Like, look at Little Big Planet.
Mm-hmm.
You are the sack boy. That is a true blank slate right there. The sack boy. You can create and make him whatever you want, and you can make him angry, happy at the flip of a switch or flip of a thumbstick. Which makes that so much more fun in like a party setting. Jackson Daxter. I thought the first game was fantastic. I really felt like I was part of the character, but then when the second one came out and he goes all fucking aggro in that game, and you're just like, whoa, dude, I was in Happy Land with you. Now you're fucking going crazy on me. So, I think it. Yeah, I agree. In the right place, it's a good thing to have, but I think it takes away when it's unnecessarily put in. Such as Jax 2. That's a good example of where it wasn't needed.
Now, but the thing is, though, going on that point, is that just because it progressed? It was a game that just progressed to that point, or I mean,
well, Zelda didn't progress.
Like a lot of the earlier games didn't have voices, right? But as time went on, they added the voices because they could. They had the space to do it now on CDs, DVDs, whatever the case may be. But you're saying, like, did you ever play any other Jak and Daxters, like 3 or whatever the last one was?
Yeah, I played 3.
And so you think that if he didn't have a voice through the entire series, based on what they were doing with the story, that would still make sense?
Yeah, I do. Because the other characters around you are the ones that mold the story.
Okay.
Not you. You mold it by your actions. Your actions speak louder than any words could, depending on how you interact with the world. So,
fair enough.
Yeah, I don't think a character needs to speak in a game. And of course, we have some very memorable people. I mean, Jesus Christ, I can hear Marcus Phoenix from a mile away.
Right.
Hear him. And those kind of characters are great to have. But
I guess another question I want to throw out there is that because do you like Marcus Phoenix because that's what you're used to and that's how you identify with him? Because with the voice? Because like my question is, if Gears of War Marcus Phoenix didn't have a voice and Gears of War 2 he had a voice, would you still feel the same way about Marcus Phoenix not having a voice? Would you like that?
I would rather he'd not have a voice because that's what I got into and I've already invested my time into this character and feeling like I am that character. And then when he starts to talk, I feel robbed. Such as, like, again, with Jackson Daxter, because that's the first time I can really relate to that. I can also put it into things like Metroid, when she started talking.
That kind of weirded me out.
Yeah, that was fucking, it weirded a lot of people out.
Yeah.
And even Mario did it the perfect way. He just said,
just sound bites.
He just said, "It's me," or "Wahoo," and that's it. You're done.
It's kind of going the Link approach where you just got like little tiny things.
Right, exactly.
Like Charles Martinet gets to be do his thing, but still not heavily flesh out this character.
You're right, but and when I look back in time, and I look at the original Legend of Zelda, I felt like I was that character, and I was a kid too, so I mean it was different. But when I played Ocarina of Time, and I started hearing the hut, it kind of took me away from the character. And it actually added a sense of depth for him. But it's very light. Like we were talking about Mario. It's very light. So it made his own character, which is good for his series. But it did kind of take me away from the true immersion of that character ever again.
All right. Steven, anything to add?
Rah, rah, rah.
Okay, there you go.
No, seriously though. I am not the kind of person who gets too heavily immersed in video games. And I'm the kind of person who likes to watch my games more so than actually play them. Yes, I like to watch.
Yeah. And then you said play them. You guys
remember Prozac?
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Shake it if you got it.
Are we going into your topic
Here's
now?
my confession. I like to watch your hot box.
Bastard, it's true. What you did to me is what I did to you.
No, but I'm the kind of person who likes to watch my games. And if there's an option for difficulty level, I'm like, fuck, easy. Just I don't want to have to fucking think too much about this. So I like my shit handed to me. So to that end, I would prefer a voice protag.
Okay.
Because it's all like the character's there and I'm watching this character do the thing. Like Titus or Titus.
Titus.
I prefer
Oh dear God, don't do that. No.
Oh.
That's
All right. My first voice acted video game. No, I'm sorry. That is not true.
No.
Star Wars, fucking whatever it was. Shit.
Good topic, Matt.
The one with the thing. Yes.
I hope it's a good topic. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's my own personal.
That's different. And we like that here. So moving on. Steven, what do you want to talk about?
I want to take you guys on a trip.
Okay.
I got my bag.
Like every time I start a topic, they all start like this because I'm huge on reminiscence, given everything I do. So I wanted to ask you guys. I wanted to hear your stories about how your lives were before the internet, like right before the dawn, the advent, the apex. Now we all know Brian had like no childhood and didn't get the internet or a game console till he was like 30. So his answers will vary differently from ours, Matt.
Right. Yeah.
So
I'm not even going to justify that with a response.
I mean, he was already working, on his 401k and stuff.
Yes, right. Yes, looking at 6 figures. This is in his stock portfolios. Yes. Or his bank account.
Yes. I have a monocle. You can't see it, but I have a monocle.
That curly mustache. Yes. So, yeah. I just want to hear about how your guys' lives were before this advent of technology that has consumed us and the lives of those around us and our children. The wonders of the world that they will never see. At least not in the same light we did.
Right. Matt, you go first.
Oh god, I can go on this all day. I think about all sorts of weird shit when I think about life before the internet. Just thinking about things like freaking Michael Jackson having a contest on MTV, and you had to sit there and watch it to wait for the phone number to come up. You know, nowadays you just be like, oh, let me look online, see where the internet is, or what the internet says the phone number is, and go find out when it's going to play and all this stuff.
And then use a bot to enter it 1,000 times.
Exactly, that kind of nonsense. Or better yet, when you're at school or, you know, at your job, Brian, and you're arguing with somebody about, you know, who sang what song or who was in what movie or what year it came out. And you're like, no, it came out in 92. No, it came out in 93. You're a liar. You're stupid.
And then you get home and you dig up your movie cases, and the next day you slam it on the desk and you're like, there you go, motherfucker.
Motherfucker, right there.
Motherfucker.
I printed out a dot
still
matrix
done.
printer.
There it is.
And nowadays, this is like, you can sit at a break table and somebody go, hey, does anybody remember when Waterworld came out?
So just look at it.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Oh, here.
Okay, Google. When did Waterworld come out?
And you get the whole gross scene and all that stuff. You're just like, fuck. That just kind of takes a lot of the fun away, a lot of the interaction away.
Wait a sec. Okay, Google. When did Waterworld come out?
Waterworld was released globally on July 28, 1995.
Boom. See, I would have to go home and look at my fucking movie cases for that.
Yeah.
And then come back and slam it on the desk.
You're right. And that's how you would have done it, too. That was your resource, as if you had it. And if you didn't have it, you had to go find a friend that had it.
Or go to the video store.
God forbid you went to the
fucking video stores.
Yeah, video stores dead.
Jesus.
Thanks, Internet.
I used to go there every week. And I browse the same Nintendo.
I work there every day.
See? Yeah, you know what's up. And you did you rent out any Virtual Boys?
No, this was actually after the Virtual Boy.
Okay.
Virtual Boy came out when I was like in the beginning of high school, I think.
That's right. I guess it would have been like PlayStation, probably an N64.
Around then.
Yeah, late. Then the late end of the like Dreamcast, maybe.
Actually, no. It was before then, because I remember I got my Dreamcast in like what was it, 1999?
99. That's when they
like the week it came. I think the week it came out, I got it.
Wow.
Oh, you mean September 9th, 1999? Yeah.
Yep. I do remember.
He's got to think about this one because this is when his Alzheimer's has already kicked in.
Shut the fuck up. I remember being pissed off listening to the radio, and they never told you who sang the fucking song.
Now you can soundhound it.
I remember when you had to record a television show, you had to put this big old honking tape into this device, and at the time, there was no timer. When you wanted it to record, you had to hit the fucking buttons right then and there, and then let it go until whatever it ended.
Betamax?
We didn't have a Betamax, my god.
Every chance I get.
What was the sound quality on 8-track? How was that?
I was born when vinyl was coming in, alright, and cassette tapes.
Vinyl came in like
tape was like
1988.
1988. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm just going to shut up talking if you're just going to trounce me on this the entire time.
No, don't stop.
Rotary phones.
Don't you
Pagers?
need what the hell they call that thing? Shit. The thing. What the fuck is that called?
I didn't have one of those.
Yeah, you did. You.
Pagers were a thing.
Pagers. My brother had a pager.
I had one. That's how I got all my women's. Fuck. I don't know. It consisted of me not being in my home. I can tell you that much.
So, yeah, okay, we all spend a lot of time outdoors.
Yes.
You know, playing with the neighborhood
And
kids or doing
I lived in
drugs up
Florida
behind
where
Walter Wilco.
If you lived in Florida, you walk outside, you get eaten by an alligator, or you get burned up by the sun. It's a lot like Mad Max down there.
God. Actually calling people.
God, remembering
Because
the phone number.
like if you wanted to do shit with someone, you actually had to talk to them. You had to call up and be like, "Hey, can I get a ride to the movies with you?" Okay, sure, or no, or whatever. Hey, you want to go out? Yes or no? It wasn't this texting crap that consistently goes on now. Maybe that's why I don't like cell phones, because I know I don't have to use them to talk. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't like texting people. I like calling them up and be like, "Yo, what do you want to do?" That? All right, cool,
Yep.
bye.
I don't like talking to people. For a voice actor, I'm strangely awkward at talking.
Yeah,
We know.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Video games,
Yeah.
DVDs. Those are still around though.
But yeah, you actually had to memorize people's phone numbers and stuff like that. I had a little book with people's numbers in it. I had one friend who had a phone number that actually spelled something, so they were like God. Because you're like, oh, their number actually spells something. It was, the local number and boys, but
Not enough
Yeah,
boobs.
thankfully it was a girl, so she was happy with it. Like, just
I
call
have
me.
no doubt she
Blah, blah,
was.
blah, boys.
Going out to cruise around the town for no real reason whatsoever, just because you have nothing else to do.
No, we didn't have a driver's license before the internet.
Yep.
Yep.
And now
Sorry,
I
Brad.
drive because I need to. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
want to go for a drive, but fuck, man, I really need this gas to get me to work for the next week.
Just randomly surprising people at their homes.
Oh yeah, knocking on their door.
Yeah. and the kicker is you could have called first, like literally. Still, but you were more prone just to show up at someone else's house just for whatever reason.
Well, and your answer was, I was just out and about, and I was swinging in the neighborhood,
Yep.
so.
Yep.
That's
And nowadays
happened
it's like
even
you weren't out and about. Nobody does anything unless they have to.
You were stalking me,
Like,
motherfucker.
what do you want?
So, let me
been
ask you
following.
guys this. What do you miss the most about the pre-internet days?
I'll field this one. Years ago, my grandparents owned like a fucking 8 acre fucking fielded area. I don't know. And
Farm?
yeah, that's it. That's what they call that thing. Shit. No, it wasn't exactly a farm. It was just a house on a lot of land. There were farms in the area, but they didn't have one. And my brother and I, we got into so much shit. Like, I'm going to be writing stories about this eventually. But we got into so much. Like, there was just always something to do outside. There was just always something to investigate, some fire to light, some frog to hunt down, some weird coyote noise to follow. Just
Some
always
dead
something
body
to
to
do.
poke.
Dead bodies to poke. Yeah, come on. You mean you've never been? And like, there's so many adventures that we had just every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, occasionally Friday. There's just be so much shit to do, and we always found something to do. We were never, ever, ever bored. And then one day we got the internet, and the adventures all stopped. The adventures turned into like fucking medieval role-play channel rooms on IRC. And actually, no, this is pre-IRC. Do you guys remember when chat rooms used to be just like a constantly reloading web page?
Yep.
Like, did you guys ever use WBS, the web chat broadcast system?
No.
No, okay. But yeah, like chat rooms were just like reloading the page every second to see if, the girl you were trying to cyber with had written back to you
Cyber.
before any messenger. Yeah, cyber sex.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you meant that or if that was like a Canadian term for something else. But
No, that's definitely what I meant.
okay.
Since you fuckers like to mess with me so much about my age, I'll have you know the first person I asked out was actually over the internet.
Wow, you were the true loser. Like
Yep.
back then,
Yeah,
people were like,
I was.
"Oh, he was a creeper."
I was
I did.
her name was-
too, so.
I did.
Yeah.
I did too. So that's probably why. we're all
but it's
just
not
shut
because
together.
I like she lived down the street and I decided to be weird. I was in Florida at the time on vacation and she was back in South Carolina. And he had the guy that we were staying with had the internet. I'm like, "Can I use this?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Cool." I asked her out. She said yes, and she was psycho, and That's it.
Mine just
There
stopped
you
talking
go.
to me. I haven't heard from her since.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, better
seriously,
than the
she's-
alternative where we don't hear about Brian ever since.
That's true. That is true. Okay, well, later, Christina, I got to keep Brian.
Yep.
You know what? I turned out better as a person. But holy shit, man. That hurt.
I miss the days prior to the internet, but I don't miss the disappointment of going, hey, let's go to that restaurant that you like. Oh, okay,
wait.
yeah, let's go. Oh, it's shut down. You know, or what time do they close? I don't know, probably like midnight. No, they close at 9 because they're a respectable business. You know, it's those silly things that I am grateful for the internet for, but at the same time, I miss the simpler times. Petridge Farms remembers.
I know that it's good to have the information age where everything you want is where you need it. But, I don't know. I'm not going to go on an adventure and fucking poke dead bodies now.
Well, I think it's just now. I think overall, just missing being a kid in general.
Perhaps.
You know what I
it
mean?
is.
Well,
And
what's
I
like being a
guarantee,
kid
like
now?
kids now though, when they get older, they're probably going to say the exact same thing. It won't be the same exact stories.
I
close
miss
to
being
it.
able to play on my iPad all damn day.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I can't stand this VR stuff. I wish I could go out and do something.
Man,
I wish I
can't
was
stand all
also
these raiders.
Like I used to. But I think if I'm going to say I miss anything, I miss the ignorance.
Mm.
I miss not having every single thing that happens in the United States pumped into my brain.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I miss.
I guess
know-
if you ever learned anything, it'd be from the news. Like, if
Yep.
you wanted to learn about it, something, great. Turn on the 6 o'clock news, turn on the 11 o'clock, don't want to be depressed, don't watch it. Now it's just fucking fed right into your eyeballs all day, every day.
At the same time, though, guys, that's kind of a blessing in it because I remember whenever the news was on, it was always on the exact same channel, being pumped the same exact message every day. And thankfully, when I was a kid, I wasn't jaded enough to know anything about politics. But I know now that it was basically brainwashing. You find one channel you like, you stick with it, and you're brainwashed to follow those rules, and it's not a good way of living. I love having a diverse friend base on Facebook because, yeah, that's where I get all my news is Facebook. But having a diverse amount of friends because you get so many different views and you just realize everybody's crazy. Even you.
And
Yeah.
we're also the most connected generation now. So that if something happens big in the world, you're going to hear about it right away. If the fucking nuke gets dropped on, I don't know, we'll say, what's a state everybody hates? Wyoming. Kansas and Wyoming together.
I don't know. I have no reason to say that. I just came up
Arkansas.
with the state.
Fuck Arkansas.
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 If a nuke gets dropped on Arkansas, we are going to know about it the second it happens. Whereas if you didn't have the internet, then you'd hear about it when the fucking fallout comes after you.
You know what the craziest part about that is, though? You could talk to people in Arkansas. You can talk to them while the bomb's being dropped and after the fact, and just go right onto Facebook and
Exactly.
talk
Otherwise,
to-
instead of just seeing it being an item on the news that you have no contact with whatsoever.
right. And it's kind of funny too because I got a friend who's in Baton Rouge, and she was in those floods, and what would have happened is something along the lines of, you know, you hear on the news Baton Rouge is flooded, then you kind of like, oh shit, I worry about my friend who I never would have met if it weren't for the internet. But I kind of worry about my friend. And then you try calling them and you can't get a hold of them. And then for the next few days, while their phone's out, you're thinking they're dead. But now you can be like, oh, hey, what's going on? Oh, I don't have much battery life left on my phone, but let me tell you the
got
crazy
the bomb
shit.
dropped on you. Couldn't you have called?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that Facebook thing where you can check in and say, I am okay.
Yeah, really. God, that's so sad.
Let's not go into that one.
What the hell? I had somebody who like posted that they were okay after like the Japan tsunami or whatever 2 years ago. I was like, they were in Canada. I was like, I'm okay. I'm like, thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it. Good to know.
Wait,
Good to know
you
you're
guys said that potential backlash of radiation or something.
fine. Backlash, radiation.
Yeah, I remember seeing all these
Yeah.
graphs about how Canada and the West Coast is going to be, have a shit ton of radiation from Fukushima that comes across the ocean or something. Huh?
I'm on the same coast as you.
Oh, I don't know if your buddy is.
Oh, well,
Smart ass.
You fucking live 10 minutes away.
How am I to know that? Anyway. But yeah, and let me ask you guys this to follow up on this whole topic, because I'm curious. What is your first interaction with internet?
Cybersex.
That's your first? Jesus Christ, you're Canadian, man. Have some respect.
That's the problem. We're very muted people. You let us out in the open, hid behind masks, man. It all comes out.
Shit.
It fucking comes out, man.
Oh, wow.
You're an inhibited people.
My friend at the time, Josh, when I lived in South Carolina, his family had it, and he was just consistently conversing with someone, which I found really rude. But that's my first time I ever saw it. And like with the dial-up line, and like, stop fucking calling me, I'm trying to do something. Yep. AOL. Welcome.
You've got mail. Oh my god, the AOL fucking trial discs. I had like fucking 40 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first internet.
I just fried those in microwaves.
Oh, that was a blast watching that little radiation ring.
Yep.
But my first interaction was 1996, and I felt like I was a true fucking pioneer because I'm watching somebody else do this. But I had a friend named Ronald, whose father was a very wealthy doctor. They got like $20 under their pillow from whenever they lost a tooth. It was amazing. But they had Windows 95 with internet access.
Ooh.
And I was talking to him about a game, because we were talking about Oregon Trails and how awesome that was. He said, "Oh yeah, those were a lot of good games back in the day." And I said, or back, 2 years ago. I said, "Yeah, I used to play Commander Keen all the time." He goes, "Oh, Commander Keen, hold on." And he typed into AOL this nonsense about download Commander Keen now. And like 5 hours later, no, the next day I came over to his house and he had Commander Keen. And I called him a liar because I didn't think he could download it off the internet or off the air. I didn't understand. I thought he had an actual disc and he just had to find it.
Shareware.
So yeah, my brain kind of broke on that point. It's like, no, you didn't get this from any tube. That's a lie. Don't you remember watching Ghost Rider? We watch that every day when we go to school. That's what I got it from. You got it from a ghost? You're a damn liar. Ronald, you're a horrible person. Go back to Venezuela.
Damn it, Ronald.
All right. End that topic and go into something a little bit more random, in which we like to call our random topic. Am I the only one that loves finding flaws with movies? Like continuity errors, fact check. Objection! Yes, thank you. Things like that. Like, I live for that. Like, if I catch it, I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I point it out.
I adore doing the same thing.
They amuse me greatly doing that, yes.
I was watching That 70s Show on Netflix, and there's an episode where the Erica character was teaching his dad the name of Star Wars characters. And he mentioned that Darth Vader was part of the Sith. And I said, the Sith was not a term used yet in that time frame. Like, I was like, oh, no, you didn't.
And then Red's like, go to hell, Brian.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point, though.
Yeah.
Steven and I live for the Simpson ones, like when
And
Smithers was black.
Oh, yeah.
And Barney was a blonde.
Yeah. Forgot about Barney being blonde. It looked like it was just
episode
part of his head.
Just, yeah. Looked like, I don't know, like skull flap or like skin flaps hanging off his skull.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
Or that famous, what is it? Halloween Horrors. I want to say it's 17 or 18 when they forgot to put Kane and Kratos in.
My god.
They forgot. And I was just like, no. They even had one episode where they joked and said, oh, we almost didn't make it in this one. That's not really a continuity issue, though.
That's more poking fun at themselves.
Yeah. But one of my favorite ones that I saw recently was during the Prometheus movie.
Oh, yes.
And we're watching the movie, and I was all into it. I was like, yeah, this is great, for Aliens fan fiction. This is awesome. And then towards the end of the scene, right before that giant rolly thing almost rolled her over, despite the fact she could have ran to either side, she's standing up there in full space gear, and I notice a sound in the background. It's this, like, oh, it's wind. Okay, whatever. It's wind on this planet. That's not a big deal. It's really loud. Son of a bitch, her hair is blowing in the wind inside of her spacesuit.
Huh.
What the?
You think that was a device to keep her cool?
No, it was not, Brian. It was not. It was wind blowing through the cracks of her fake helmet. Piss me off.
You think they would have thought about that?
You think so? Because it's very obvious. It's easy to see.
You know what the best part about this is that they actually hire people for that reason.
Well, they fucked up there.
Fucked up, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, just search on the internet for just random errors in movies. It's hilarious.
I'm looking right now to see if I can find that Prometheus movie one. See, and this is what Steven was talking about right here. This nonsense.
Yeah, there you go. See, you didn't have this shit. If you found an anachronism in a movie, you better hope that you can remember where it was.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait,
There's a ton.
it was right here. Hang on. Hey guys, you got to come over after school and check this out.
I got to show you where Mufasa spells out sex in the.
Yeah.
Oh, not Mufasa. That was
In that one frame.
Darth Vader's wearing a Rolex.
There's something that bothers me about a movie. And it's not necessarily it's not a continuity error in the strictest sense. Back to the Future at the end of it bothers me sometimes. And the reason it bothers me, and it's the dumbest thing, hardly anybody else would probably even wonder it. I have a problem at the end where he comes back and everything's set back in motion. The parents are thin and, well respected and all that. Biff's waxing the cars now. Number one, if you caught some dude trying to basically rape your future wife, would you really hire him to, I don't know, wax your car? But that's not the main thing. The main thing is this. The girlfriend, he gets the truck that he always wanted. Girlfriend comes over. She's like, it's like you haven't seen me in a week. And he's like, I haven't. Is everything okay? Then he looks at his parents. The parents are looking at him. He goes, oh yeah, it's great. How do the parents not do they know that, that was him?
Oh, yeah. You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's just I want a mini movie actually starring the people who played the parents, because they're of age now, playing the parents, and going into that hey, our kid said fire to the road, kind of like what our friend that set us up in high school said. Isn't that kind of weird? Yeah, it is kind of weird. And another thing too, she's like, Marty, such a nice name. If you went back from that and you were the third born child, your name wouldn't be Marty. The first kid would be his brother Dave would be named Marty.
It's working, Marty. It's working.
Oh my god! And then my head just goes around in circles and circles. And I'm like, you know what? I need to go to bed.
Yeah, it's one of those things that can really take you out of a film too.
Yeah.
Once you see one, and that's why I was glad about the Prometheus one, because it's towards the end of the film. But the rest of the film, I was just like, fuck, I don't fucking care anymore. You guys fucked up such a stupid thing. What else did I miss? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Steven, what about you?
I love that shit.
Okay.
We're
done.
I'm looking online right now to see if I can find other ones that are because I remember seeing watches in people's hands when they were supposed to be in biblical times, and I can't find that one.
Oh, the airplane going in the sky during Troy.
Oh yeah, that one too. Or is it Troy or Ben-Hur? It's Troy.
No, it's Troy. Yeah.
But the ones that bother me the most are the weird continuity errors, like placement of glasses.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Because I'll fucking harp on that. Not really out loud, but in my mind, I'll just be like, "Where's the glass gonna go next, huh? Huh? You just don't fucking care, do you?"
The shifting glass.
You got the really dumb ones where it's like, oh look, his tie is out of his shirt or in his jacket on this one, and now it's in this one.
Yeah.
That's minor and useless crap. When you got anachronisms, those are my favorite. Where you got a movie set in the 50s, but there's a car that was made in the 90s. In the background, it's that's a fucking Jetta. That is not a Ford Model T. Get out of here. Just stupid shit like that.
Maybe that was the new DeLorean. You don't know. Yeah.
I'm trying to look up more.
Morty, we left the car.
I'm,
Why did we go by train? I don't know. I'm sure there's a whole bunch that I'm in my head that I just can't process right now.
I can't either. How about Charlie Chaplin with that old woman in the background walking by with her cell phone?
Time
Did
travel.
you guys ever see that?
Yeah, it's been a while.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
I
it
know
either
you're
in a
talking
long
about
time. But I remember it looked really fucking weird. But yeah, clearly, Charlie Chaplin is a goddamn time traveler or something.
that. No, Nicolas Cage is. Haven't you seen the photos?
Oh yeah, I've also seen the ones of Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
I saw John Travolta, I think, was another one.
Yeah, God
Nah,
forbid that there's somebody in
apparently
history that
vampires.
looks like somebody else.
Doppelganger.
Reincarnation.
Bitches.
I mean, I've heard enough in
Phoenix.
my life. You look like somebody I know. Well, that's great.
Yeah, I just have a stupid face.
Tell me I'm not a unique snowflake. Thanks, you ass.
Oh, well, that was good. I think it's time to end it. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, you're listening to the Non-Playable Geeks podcast, number 35, where we break down the topics day by day each week. First, Monday through Wednesday is our topics, with Thursday being a random topic that we just discussed. And on Friday is the full episode. Please check us out on iTunes or SoundCloud or YouTube, /Nerd Theory channel if you're so inclined. We are now part of Patreon, so any support that you would love to give us, we would not say no to. That way you can get exclusive offers only from Nerd Theory. Anybody want to add anything?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
I don't know how we forgot about this one, but the stormtrooper who hit his head on the way in.
Yeah.
How about that one? In the special edition, they're like, let's add a funk sound, and they fucking did.
Oh my
Let me
goodness.
forget about that one. All right, folks. Have a week.
Okay, bye.
What's going on, everybody? Brian here with the Nerd Theory channel and MPG podcast. If you like what you saw, please support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/nerdtheory.